Friday Night KitBash. Friday night. Friday Night KitBash. Friday Night KitBash. Friday Night KitBash. Yo, it's Friday Night KitBash. Friday Night KitBash. And the Wicked Wookie. Friday Night KitBash. Hey everybody, it's me, Web C, and it's Friday Night KitBash. And tonight, we're going to be working on this diorama that I've been slacking off on. Anyhow, right now what I am doing is I'm clearing the dust off of an old section of a launch bay. And I'm going to be taking and conforming this launch bay into a fold-out launch bay that's going to come out the side of this big thing here. So when this door opens up, there's going to be the launch bay that will fold out, and then a Gundam can sit here on a launch. And then it's going to look like over here, we're going to still do the whole diorama scene part where it's, cave in and everything. That's still working too. So we're all still doing that. So we are supposed to have a guest tonight, and when he gets situated, he will come on in. I sent him a message real quick. Hopefully he gets that. And so here we are, cleaned up. This is the launch bay. So now what I want to do is I want to take this launch bay, and I want it to fold up like this. And then when it opens up, I want it to drop open and drop down. And I want it to be, fully lined up. I don't want to have to worry about lining it up or anything. I want to have it on like some sort of track system to where it all does all that automatically. Now this piece doesn't have to be here. This is an extra bit. Like that. Right, and then I got different foot options for the launch bay. I've got I believe this is a 1/100 or perfect grade launch pad. This is a 1/100 or a full mechanics launch pad. And then this launch pad is a high grade launch pad. And I have two of each, one for each foot. So that's kind of what those options are. So the first thing we're going to have to work on doing is what is going to be the system. So it's going to tuck away in here is what I want. Oh, it looks like it's almost too big too. Ooh, that's so great. It's like pushing the limit on the sides. That's great. All right, so we're gonna have to fix that part too. I think we'll be able to take and maybe when we cut these pieces off, these inch pieces right here that we won't be using, or we'll see if we use them or not. So up here. So that's what we're doing, and I'm really just going to brainstorm on how to get these two pieces to do this flawlessly. Right? So I'm thinking we'll have to get rid of this piece. And then I'm thinking we could drill holes and put a plate, a thin plate, on each side of these. And then, all right, hey, we got our guest in tonight. Here we go, and there's Mr. Mike Watson. How's it going, Mike Watson? Are we getting any sound? Mike. Uh-oh. Connected. You good, Mike Watson? give his internet a minute to catch up to mine. Maybe that's all that we need. Give it just a moment. I gotta. Here, I see. No. I see you, Mike Watson, but it's like. Over. I'm doing a whole bunch right now. Better? Anything? Nothing at all? We're down here at the bottom right. Is your sound working, Mike? I can't hear you at all. Yeah, your camera's all frozen up there, buddy. Can I get you to try and refresh? Can you refresh? Can you refresh? All right, so I am talking to Mike on the text and stuff. All right, so hold on. Hello. I can see your video moving this time. Hello. Is my audio on? Yeah, my audio's on. I'm using two cameras. Hold on. Hello. Are you there? Tried to shut down a bunch of stuff on my end to see if it was me. Anything? I need more power. That's for sure. Can you talk to me the power cord a little? Okay, well, we're having technical difficulties connecting with our friend Mike Watson. I'm going to plug in the power source for my system because almost dead. Good throw, love. Thank you. All right, Mike's back. Hello.
Hey there, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
About time.
All right. Well, did you get it all figured out?
I hope I got it. I hope I got it all figured out.
Good. How have you been, Mike?
I'm doing all right.
Good to hear.
Well, I'm finally gonna. Finally got those parts that I ordered through Odin's Mecca and parts.
Oh, the new parts guy.
Yeah.
How is he? How is his service?
Um. It's actually really good. We communicated well. Though I did have to use Facebook Messenger to get in touch with him. But
Okay.
I mean it wasn't a big deal. I didn't panic. But still, he was as soon as I mean I when I contacted him through Facebook Messenger, I just said, hey, is there any status on my request? And I said, these were the parts that I requested from this specific kit, and of course they were like, well, do you have an email contact that we can contact you by? And I said, yeah, here's my email. And they were like, oh yeah, I remember. Oh yeah, Yeah, we remember you.
Okay. Awesome.
But it's Odin's Mecha Parts and Hobbies, and
That's
yeah,
that's really cool that somebody's kind of opening up to the idea of filling in that position for that guy.
yeah, yeah. The other guy I was gonna try and go through since he was from my home, since he was from Omaha, since he was from my home homeland in Nebraska. But unfortunately, the parts that I was looking for, most of them were out of stock at the time. So,
Okay.
but yeah, I was glad that he was able to. I was glad that he was able to accommodate my request. The communication went well. The ordering process was easy, and I would highly recommend it.
All right. Cool. Good to know. I've been a little, uh, I've been weary, but I've been wondering, a little curious about that, about the new guy, kind of coming in and seeing what his stuff is like. I haven't had a need for any like specific random parts yet. I haven't broke anything either lately, so that's kind of good, right?
Yeah. Well,
'Cause
the
that's
parts.
usually when I need parts is when I break something.
Well, the part. Well, the reason why I got these specific parts uh, is because I'm looking to do a customized version for the basic Strike Gundam. And what I'm gonna do is since I've got like an extra part from one of my P Bandai Strike daggers, is use that part. It's a part that ensures that the Strike dagger can't mount striker packs,
Hmm.
and so I'm actually gonna take that part and put it on this Strike Gundam uh, that I'm gonna build, and pretty much strip it of its ability to mount striker packs, and then I'll insert like a
Oh yeah, I was just talking with you about that the other day, wasn't I? Where I had suggested it kind of like how the Hazel has that big beam cannon on its backpack instead of a strike pack.
yeah, something like that, I think.
Okay, yeah,
And
cool. So
speaking of which, I'm still trying to figure out how I'm gonna make that Gym Sniper 3 beam sniper rifle. I don't know if I want to use I don't know if I want to try and uh case encase the barrel with like with like a plastic with with plastic tubing, or I mean Etsy does have there is someone on Etsy who's actually got custom Gym Sniper 3 beam sniper rifles, and I thought about uh, buying one or two of them just to see how he did it.
okay,
And from the look of it, I'd say you probably use like a Hazel, probably use like the Hazel beam rifle, and then just extended that barrel and extended it to like I want to say 2.5, 3 inches maybe.
oh okay. Oh, I got it. So
But
that's
yeah,
the first part down.
uh, and
So
of
I
course,
have to make this smooth. I got to get this completely smooth.
uh,
Actually, I think I might want to keep these grooves here. Hold on. I think those grooves will help me keep this in line and everything. Yeah, we don't need to get rid of those grooves. Okay, cool. We can keep those grooves. Maybe just sand them down just a little bit.
Okay, are you looking like a hanger or something?
All right, so you see what I got going on here.
Yeah.
This is the hangar that I've been working on for like the past couple months. I've just been slow building. So let's take all the parts out and show you. So what I plan on doing, so now you can see where everything is I plan on making it so this door swings open, and then right here there'll be space for this to come down out of here. So as it's closed up, this will all sit inside of there. See? And then as it opens, I'm gonna have like some draws connected to this ladder right here, something that draws them down or something, like a draw system, a pulley system or something maybe. I'm not sure yet what I'm gonna do, but I know I want to connect them like this with circles and like a U joint that can allow it to like pop open just a little bit and then fold down, and then it'll fold into position. So when it's flat, the U joints will be extended as far out as possible. I already got all that figured out. It's just, all those small details, like I said, these nubs right here that are still in part. I'm gonna clean it up, but I also want to make sure that some of them stay because they're like for guidelines and stuff. They
Yeah.
have, they just guide themselves in that way. And so, and then I got the backings and everything that I can use maybe as sections and stuff as well for another diorama in the future. Like I can keep this stuff for something else. So this would be cool to have this for another job or something. So that's what I'm looking at for that. I don't really have anything to do with this yet. We do have a viewer. Hey viewer, how you doing? Where you hanging out with us, bro? Over there on Twitch. Twitch. I will be playing games later on tonight on the late night load. And what do you think about the late night load show, Mike Watson? Do you think it's cool? Have you checked that out at all? Uh-oh. Did we lose sound again, Mike? Ah, your connection's really bad right now, Mike. You got 1 bar of signal. Not cool. We'll have to let the computers catch up. Hold on. Mike will be back. Don't worry. He's so Mike Watson's a great guy. He comes in, hangs out with us once in a while. We got a few other cast and crew members that come in and hang out with us once in a while for Friday Night KitBash. And it's been a while since I've had anybody in. And that's why we got Mike Watson coming in, so he can and thrill us. So
Sorry. Can you hear me?
yes, I can hear you. Your signal went way down. You like dropped down to 1 bar of signal strength. So
Well,
it happens. It happens.
I think it's probably because I'm guessing the stream probably affected something with the Wi-Fi, so I had to turn my Wi-Fi off.
Oh, okay. So yeah, this is kind of the whole gist of the thing is, yeah, it's gonna fold up and sit right here as the whole base, as it all closes up all nice and neat. Like, so I gotta trim off all the extra fat stuff I don't need over here on the back side. And then same with this side too. I gotta trim all this fat off too. And then I've got these right here. I don't know if I'm gonna keep them, but I really like these. These look really cool. They're like connector stabilizer things or something like that. They make the connection. They're supposed to make the connection stable. I'm not sure what they would be good for otherwise, but so this one will be here hiding, and then it'll fold down. It'll look really nice. So over here on this side, there's going to be a mountain made of foam, and then it's going to get cut out up here on the top, like right here on the top. It's going to get it cut out to where it looks like water is flowing down on top of this dude right here, where this starts, and that's why this guy's sitting in here too, is because he's all part of the diorama as well. So that's what's going on with him as part of this as well. What do
What?
you think of that?
No. This type of posing.
What's that?
Like if you were standing under a waterfall and you kind of
Oh,
like
it's more like
meditating or something.
it's kind of like a storm surge broke a dam or something, and then
Uh,
the water got redirected on top of the base and broke through the base.
gotcha.
Okay, so that's kind of what I'm going for like the scene and everything. But I kind of want it to look like it's still half operable with the launch bay, and then I just want it to look like the holding bay for the Zaku is all trash. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
so. And then for the launch bay, the Gundam that I have for the launch bay, he's already finished. I don't know if I've shown you this Gundam before. So he's already finished. So here's the Gundam that I have for the launch bay.
Oh, cool. Super Gundam.
Yeah, and he has some modifications to him too. So, but yeah, that's. And then I didn't do much modifications to the backpack. I actually kind of left it pretty plain Jane. But Super Gundam himself, I did a bunch of mods too. Um, so the first thing you'll notice is back here, I extended the legs.
Uh huh.
So he has a much higher extension on his legs. The next mods that I did was this was my first attempt at seam removal. So up here, you can kind of still see the seam line under the paint, but for my first attempt at seam removal 3 years ago, that's not bad. This was my first kit that I actually had airbrush for. I partially airbrushed it. I primered it with rattle cans, and then I airbrushed over the primer. So this was like one of my first airbrush projects that I had done as a review too. So I mean, it's held up pretty well. 3 years, that's not bad. This is before I got really good at using airbrush and mixing my paints with hardeners and levelers and stuff. But you can't see any flaws in the paint. The whites look nice. The blue looks really good.
Yeah.
The gold held.
Yeah. I think for the even for the paint job that I did with my gym custom when I converted it from Fetty to AU, it's actually held up for about 2.5 years.
Oh,
Right
cool.
when I painted it, and
Nice.
that was when I used the it was when I used the semi gloss paint that it was a semi gloss paint that somebody had returned, and I just snapped it up out of a shopping cart when I was still at Home Depot.
So that's where he's supposed to sit.
Okay.
So that's what that'll kind of look like. And then I do have feet things for him too. So
So does it look like it's supposed to be evacuating, like the base commander is having all of its assets evacuating?
that could be kind of the way we play the ending out,
Mm-hmm.
or the look for it out. I could see that being a plausible storyline to pick.
Usually, I would think it would be if there's a natural disaster, you want all your assets, all your military assets out.
Oh, and to safety and everything, of course. So there you go. That's him with his feet on his pegs.
Yeah, that's good.
So yeah, I mean, and the roof was easy to build. Like I just took some pieces and paneled them and made them kind of look, like they were like repair job style. And once you put it on up here, it looks real nice up there.
Yeah, that does look good.
I built one door to stand alone. I just gave it like a little kickstand. So It's right here, and I'm not done with the doors. I want to add a little bit more detail and stuff to the doors and give them more stuff, more of the I don't know, like universal century look. Kind of is I think what I want to do more for the doors, but I'm not sure yet. So I've been looking at images and stuff, and I'm not sold on what I want to do yet. So, and then this door goes on this side, way back in there, but it's a little more difficult to get that one in place.
Have you thought
Um,
maybe adding in? You said you're making it look like the base is flooding. Have you thought about maybe putting in like trying to paint in the detail that that water's bursting out or something? I'm trying to
um,
think.
okay, well, that's what I got going on down here. You
Yeah.
see this stuff down here? Well, on this actual piece, I'll give you a zoom in of it. It comes out still. Everything pretty much comes out except for the Zaku. So if we look, like there's the detail of the paint that I did.
Okay. Yeah, I see that.
So
But
what it's going to happen is it's supposed to look like paint water hits right here where this starts,
uh,
and then it looks like it's coming down over the Zaku. You know what I mean? Like, and then it's just supposed to look like it's flooding out of the base, out of the front mouth here, just a little bit. Oh no, man down.
I guess what, like maybe there's gonna be like water on the doors or something.
Oh yeah. When I get to painting and everything, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do a standard paint job. You know,
Uh,
just make it look like it's supposed to be the building. And then when I go to do the damage parts and stuff, when I do the damaging of the building, then I'm gonna take chunks of the damaging sections that I do, and I'm gonna like make them look like debris that come out and float out here in front of everything. So it'll look like the water's pushing debris out and everything. It'll look really cool, and it'll be chunks of the actual base. So it'll actually make photographic sense in your mind that those chunks are from this thing, right? So,
yeah.
and then I have like a few rocks and boulders and stuff that look like once I do the whole landscaping off on this side. So on this whole side over here, it's going to get landscaping, and it's going to look like a river diverted off to this side of the landscaping when it was originally the other way. So
Mhm.
that's what it's going to look like. So it's going to look like a river diverted. And then over here, it's going to look like there's going to be just like a road. There's going to be a road that comes out of here, and then it's just going to go that way. And then it'll be the launch pad system that folds out and everything.
Okay.
But then it's just going to look like, you know, desert right there unless the launch pad's folded out. So on one side, it'll look kind of like desert, and the other side, it'll look like a desert oasis type of deal.
Okay.
Is kind of what I'm getting. So it's yeah, it's one of those things where oh, we put our base somewhere to hide it to be sneaky, but then nature took over and tore our base up, type of a thing. So that's what I'm going for the kind of the whole concept of the build. It's my style. It's kind of me. You know, when I do weathering and stuff, I want to put a whole story to it. I don't want to just weather a machine because sometimes I don't even know if I'm weathering it right sometimes unless I give it a whole theme to go with and I got to follow something. And so the whole all the moss and lynching that's on here, the reason why I did that is because well with the roof on, it's going to have all that shade. And with just one section of the roof busted out and all that shade, light going through it and stuff, I was thinking as I was painting, like where are going to be the brighter parts of the moss and where the darker parts of the moss going to sit in reflection to the openness of the damage and stuff. So I'm already cluing in and being on top of a part of what I'm doing for that.
Uh,
So that's kind of why this is kind of the base of the structure. And then I built this bigger, the shed piece. I built that around it. And then just a couple days ago, I just had this idea to take the ramp, the launch ramp, and add it to the project. So this is a whole new concept that I'm adding to the project right now. So it's a little bit of work in progress. And then along with that, this guy comes in because he was built. I built and painted him to go with the ramp. So that's what he'll be doing. And it works out too because that's a Fetty Zaku that's in here. It's not a Xeon Zaku, so I can still use a an MK2 Gundam. because I'll still be in a Fetty base. So it all works out. That all panned out, right? What do you think, Mike?
It looks. I think it looks really good. I mean, you've got a good story. I'm actually interested and can't wait to see it completed. as
I'm
for as for me, I'm just gonna be waiting until my parts and until the Ale Strike Gundam I got comes in, and of course it's high grade Cosmic Era.
Oh yeah, nice. Oh hey, did you want to see that Zoid I built?
Oh yes, Berserk Fury. Wait, no, that's Command Wolf. I'm sorry.
It's Command Wolf, but I painted it up to have an Arctic look.
Yeah.
So that's what I went with. Is so it's I guess now it's an Arctic Command Wolf. But I think those blues and purples look amazing.
Yeah, it
Uh,
does. I
So
actually had a Command Wolf. So it, unfortunately it broke. Actually broke at the base of the back where the cannon's supposed to be mounted. I and I never
oh okay.
I never got around to fixing that. So
I can see I can see what you're talking about because that's one of the things I've been very weary about with the kid. I was like, it's really fragile right there, So we should be careful with that. And I was also worried about the the head system and stuff when I was first building it. I was like, this just doesn't make any sense. Like the head looks like it sits funny. Like you think it's supposed to sit up more and with more angles, but it doesn't. It sits down, and I'm like, I'm a bit confused, on why it sits down like that. And you can like try and force it up a little bit, but it doesn't go up. So it doesn't look like a dog completely. And then I got to remember, oh yeah, it's a wolf. Wolves have a bit of a different stance. So I got to think about that when I'm looking at it too. But I'm super happy with the way it turned out. I did some experimenting with the extra clear pieces and stuff and found out that I don't like using all clad for experimenting with clear parts. So maybe we'll try. I think Gaia makes really good clear candies that
mhm.
are really light that you can get them thinned down real good and stuff, and they go over other clears real nice like, and you can like get a red or a blue to turn purple, or like a clear piece that's red. You can get it to turn a nice purple if you just put a blue over it, or things like that. And that's what I was looking to go for when I was doing that, but the end result, I don't know if I have it up here anymore. I think I tossed it because I was done with it. I was like, I don't want you anymore. Parts like that. But I know, right? My wife is home tonight too. She's
Yeah,
quite sad.
I'm actually out in the sunroom and our neighbor's dog's trying to jump the fence.
Oh no! What a douche canoe! Look, I got a bunch of extra parts.
Oh, nice.
It was just I cleaned out all the tubs that I use for building and kit bashing and stuff, and that's this year's bag of parts. This bag right here. This is all my scraps and stuff. I'm pulling it out because I need maybe something like this piece right here. Oh, I
Yeah,
got a whole bunch of weapons in here.
I,
Where's
I
the
I think when I'm ready, I might. I think I'm probably gonna make an attempt to grade Universal Century Xeon's Gundam.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah, I, I saw that. Yeah, the Odin's mecha parts. They've also got parts for the Gelgoog shield. So I'm not having to buy the whole entire kit just so I can have the shield.
Okay, that's
So
cool.
yeah. So and of course I still have my my half Gundam, which is just the regular Gundam with a Gundam Mark II beam rifle.
Okay, Let's see. I just built the Full Metal Aerial.
Uh huh.
That was a fun little experience. I just did a snap build of it, and I did not put the stickers on that came with it. I'm gonna wait until they come with a. Somebody's gonna come out with a water slide for it here in the next couple months. But once that comes out, I'll get the water slides and I'll finish that kit up because the I don't like the stickers, buddy. For high grades, stickers are fine, but when you get into full mechanics and master grades, stickers are kind of like they feel cheap, you know. Especially like when water slides are there, you can do them. You know, it's not hard. So I just my like that's where I'm at with it. I'm just waiting on that. It was a great build. I had an amazing time building it. I did the command wolf. I took a break and did that command wolf, and then before the command wolf. Oh, I also built the master grade Sinanju Steinver Ka. I built that kit too. I
Nice.
like that kit. It's nice. I was wanting that kit for over a year, and I got it finally. And I just couldn't wait to build it. I couldn't put it in the backlog. I had to hurry up. I was just like, yeah, I want to build it. I'll build it now. So I hurried up and built it. And it was fun. That was a really fun, refreshing, just a big solid build. It's a big kit. Like that's an Anju. It's bigger than the a High New Gundam Master Grade Burka. Sinanju's bigger than High New. That's crazy. I didn't think it was. I thought it was going to be a little smaller than High New, but turns out it's bigger.
Surprisingly, actually found I found somebody who was able to sell me P Bandai high grade Universal Century Gym 2 and it's in the AUG colors. The I was like, because I've been looking at eBay, and the cheapest that they were gonna do with the shipping and the tax was gonna be about $76, and I was like, no, I'm not willing to spend that much just for a P Bandai, even though it came out 2012. So I contacted this person. They were like, "Well, we can get it to you for $45 plus the $20 flat rate shipping." And I was like, "I'll take it."
Cool.
Well, at first I was thinking 2 units, and then I was like, "Hey, what can you do for me if I decide to do two? Can you do 35 or $40?" Uh, and they're like, no, the best we can do is $42 plus 42 per plus the $20 flat rate shipping. And I was like, I can't do that. I
Mhm.
well, and I well, and the thing was I spent 100. I had spent $105 for two Mudrock Gundam kits that I got from Galactic Toys and that was during the pandemic. And my parents had a fit. They that they were not happy that I spent about $105 on two copies of the Mudrock Gundam from the Zeonic Front game.
It happens. Don't
Uh,
worry. And I just they just actually came out and like we're like, yeah, the pandemic's over, guys.
mm-hmm.
It's like, all right, cool. It's done. It's over with. But nothing's gonna be normal ever again. I
uh,
always keep a little cup of sticks full of sanding gear. This is if you're not using your glass files, your sanding gear should always, be easy access.
okay.
I mean, it's really hard to use a glass file on that. Like you're not, but I can just do this real quick, you know.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
So get some of it level, get it all back to crispy looking, so I can.
yeah. I still have. I still have my, I still have the glass files that you recommended to me. When I bought my two Pale Rider when I paid a king's ransom for those two Pale Rider kits on Amazon.
Oh yeah, yeah. Those glass files still working for you?
Yeah, they still work. They
Good.
definitely.
I still got mine too. Mine are all still working good too.
But yeah, no, I'll never do P. I'll never buy P Bandai on Amazon again. Never again.
No,
Hundred,
that's highway robbery.
yeah, 150. Yeah, $150 for both Pale Rider kits, and that was the Calvary and the D2 Titans that I bought. And I could have just gone through third party, and I could have just gone through, yeah, someone on a Facebook group or
I do get a little weary on Facebook group people sometimes. I don't always have the fullest trust of every human being on the planet. But
well,
hey, if you can find good people, that's good. That's great that you found good people, right?
yeah, I bought my waterproof Gundam from somebody on Gundam from one of the Facebook Gundam groups, and he was fair with the price,
Cool.
and the waterproof Gundams usually I don't know, I think it's like 55 $60 on Amazon or eBay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. We can definitely get that big. And so here I am. This is 600 grit. I'm about to do 800 grit next.
Okay.
So it's already looking better. Like
Yeah.
so, just going through the grits. Take your time, and that's why I was like, hey, it's easy to do that. Hey, out there to everybody's out there in internet land, let's just give a quick shout out. Let's see. We got two people on YouTube. We got one person over at KitBash Gundam, and we got one person on Twitch. That's a pretty sweet, awesome audience, you guys. Shout
That,
out to each and every one of you for stopping by and checking out what we got going on today. Not to interrupt Mike real quick, but let me give everybody a quick rundown again. We are working on modifying a launch track to go into this base diorama I'm building. It's a 3-part base diorama, maybe 4-part. We'll see how far I go, how much detail I want to put into it. Hopefully by the end of this month, I'll be able to paint the next section, get that next section painted so I can get the next set of parts and stuff going for it and everything, what I need to do next on that section. But right now we're just getting on this launch bay here. All right, Mike Watson, you can go back to talking about these you're talking about those what is it, the glass files and stuff like that, and not purchasing from Amazon.
yeah, I think I think it was like $10 for the sets. I'd have to check. I'd have to get back on Amazon and check my purchase.
Yeah, they're floating right between $9.99 and $12.99, depending on there's like 5 different sellers. So depending on who you find, and you'll get with me, I got uh I got 6. I got 3 of each or something like that.
Mhm.
Or I got a large number, or it might have been 5 of each, a 10 pack or something. But it was really cheap, less than $1 a piece. What's up, Sport? Awesome, cool job. You did amazing work. You want to show everybody in the world? Okay, hold on. Hey, everybody. My daughter's gonna show you guys all these really cool paintings she has that she just did.
Oh, cool!
All right, so she did this one.
Wow, out of this world.
Right? She's that kind of an artist.
Uh-huh.
So that's the big one. Here's the small one she just got done with.
That looks very nice.
She's doing great. Okay. Oh no, it'll happen. Okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but it happens. She said she used gloss black originally, and then when she went to go do touch ups, she grabbed matte black, so it made it kind of blotchy on her stuff. All right, so I got this sanded. I believe it's gonna be good. Come here. So yeah, it's good. Turns up real nice. Looks great. Doesn't look like I. So that'll go there. So next we have to design the parts to make the folding action
Yeah.
here. But what I'm trying to figure out, what I want to figure out first is, do I want to also incorporate the mechanism that draws it up and the into here? Do I want to incorporate it into one of these joint sections and just make it like a whole latch that I don't have to build a bunch of extra parts? I can just incorporate that into the cutout of the design that I'm going to go with? Or do I make something different? Do I make its own parts? What do I go for?
I don't know. Well,
You know, my brain just shoots off too fast. It's like, hey, stop, don't do that. Think, think. Um, so that's where I'm at with that.
I'm still a little stuck with one of my other builds because I'm still trying to complete the Gundam Spray Blue Frame Second G. So I gotta rotate some parts around because
Parts.
well,
Don't do it.
the thing is that in order for me to do the second G, I either needed to build the blue frame torso, but unfortunately I used that in another kit bash that I did, or I gotta go and get another. But I can also try and paint the area so it looks like the whole the whole front section's gonna be like the white armor that's used for the second L and the blue frame second L.
Okay.
But and of course, like I said, I also gotta get the shoulder joints out that I need to so I can connect the arms so I can connect the shoulders from the second L, and I'll have that blue frame second G.
So this is the part I'm gonna build.
Uh huh.
I think this is the part I need to build. So this part will go, like I said, it'll go right here. And then as it folds up, this piece will be able to slide in. Do you see how I already drew that in there? Like my brain already said that. So I just gotta, oh, hey, I can kind of see. So I just gotta make that part a little bit longer. Okay. So,
Now, it looks to me like it might what you might be doing is trying to do like a hinge or something, create that.
yeah, exactly. You're tracking. It's a hinge. It's a good hinge too. So there you go. I extended it out that little bit right there
Uh-huh.
because it needed that little bit more. So we can check through the shadows again. So if we put them back together, just like that, and then there's the shadow.
Uh-huh.
So I think that'll be just fine. That'll
Well,
give it plenty of space.
I'd, I'd
This,
probably I'd probably suggest if you're gonna do that, maybe if you've got maybe some twist ties, try and use some twist ties, kind of to do like a dummy, maybe for like a dummy test, or are you gonna use like pla plates?
well,
Uh,
I am using this plow plate. It's a really thick plow plate. See,
okay.
so I am going to use this plow plate as the main thing. I'm stenciling out the design first just to make sure I've got enough material to make sure everything's gonna go where I need it to go. And then what I'm doing is I'm lining it up because on the other side I don't have to make this hinge up here, this top hinge. I only have to make it on one side to get it to pull up and down. So there's going to be a string that connects right here, and it's going to connect right here, and I'm going to make a pulley, and then I'll just be able to grab this little thing and hit a pulley and pull it down, and then I'll just make it so I can like put it on a tab or something right here or something. So it's a quick release pulley. And I think that'll hold it. It'll be pretty cool too. And I might be able to, if that works, I'll be able to design something for this door too, a pulley system for this door to get it to open and close really quick too. And I'll be able to hide it underneath the boards and stuff. I don't have to have it out in the open, so it's viewable. So it'll be pretty cool. But I think this might be it. This is so what I don't have is the actual diameter of the holes. Like, so you're right. Don't go rushing into drilling anything yet because the diameter of the holes have to match up with the rods that I'll have access for you to construct. So sometimes my rods are fine, and sometimes I have no clue where I hid them. And at the moment, I have no clue where I hid them. So let's see. I think I might have one hanging out up here. No, those are all sticks. Water, some Sprite, and drink. The energy drink I drink came out with a new flavor this week.
Oh.
Strawberry banana. Now, okay, so a lot of people, I'll just give you a hint. I'm not a big strawberry banana fan, but I was like, well, we might as well grab it to give it a try, right? And I was like, what time of day would you drink a strawberry banana drink? Like, I was like, okay, so either in the evening after dinner, like as your like dessert drink, or in the afternoon, right between lunch and dinner. You could drink it then too if it's like a hot day, throw
Yeah.
some ice in it and crack it up and make it into like a slushy or something. So I was like, okay, but it's an all natural energy drink made by our friends over at V8, and so they put stuff in it that doesn't suck. So that's good, you know. But yeah, the strawberry banana flavor was definitely interesting.
Yeah, strawberry banana is my favorite combo.
I
I'll try.
would definitely say I'm more of a I'm more of a like a not a strawberry banana guy for sure. I'm definitely a blueberry pomegranate kind of guy or like a cranberry apple kind of guy,
Mhm.
sweet and sour, type of guy. I don't know. Never been a banana. This is like banana. I don't associate that with drinks too often. I think that's the big thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It,
Here's the other command thing for the command wolf.
okay. Cool.
Yeah. So it's all weird. But the little spaceship comes off or whatnot and can fly around. So I thought that was kind of cool. It's got like this, so it's got this seat that the spaceship sits into.
Okay.
I was like, that's weird. That's new. I, I've not done a single Zoid build ever. So that was my first build of a Zoid. I was pretty impressed. I was actually pretty happy. I was like, hey, that's pretty sweet.
My first Zoids build was actually Liger Zero,
I'm
and
super jealous, but depending on which one.
I did the white armor. I did the
Okay.
Liger Zero.
All right. Well, I'm
Uh,
talking about like time period. Which time period did that one come from? Did it come from the first Zoids, the newer Zoids, or
I
um
I want to say that it was Century Zero, but I'm kind of thinking it was probably Chaotic Century because the box for the Liger Zero showed that it was a Republican, showed that Zoid of the Republic of Z.
Okay. Well, the reason why I'm asking was the cockpit big enough to put the human inside the Zoid, or
Yeah,
was the cockpit small and the human sat on the outside of the Zoid?
no, it was big enough. It was big enough to where
Okay.
pilot was you could put it in. You could put the pilot
Okay.
in.
Okay. Because the newer ones, the newer Liger has it to where the pilot sits on top of his back or whatever, and I don't like that one. But the older Liger, yeah, I'm jealous. I
Yeah.
like that one. That one's pretty sweet. I gotta interrupt our conversation one more time. We gotta find this. Hold on. Because just because. Um, Websy Official and Friday Night KitBash and the Late Night Load are all officially sponsored by ClarksvilleHobbyDepot.com. And you use our discount code G_syndicate10, you can get yourself 10% off your purchase. So head on over there to Clarksville Hobby Depot, get your discount, and have a great time shopping around. They do RC cars and Gunpla models, just like we do here. And other things too. They have a whole bunch of war tanks, airplanes, a whole bunch of great stuff for kit bashing. So go ahead, head on over to our sponsor and check out what they have. They're running right now, I believe it's a frame arm sale. So go on over there and see. I think he might let you stack our code with the frame arm sale. If he does, that's a big discount. So head on over there, check that out. Thanks for watching. All right.
Over the fence again. Sorry.
Yep. So we are 3 minutes from the end of the show as well, by the way, Mike. We only run this show till 10 o'clock now.
All right.
So, yep. So
Before
if you got to get out of here, if you got to go ahead and get out of here. We're just gonna, I'm just cleaning up and fixing up for the next show I got tonight's the late night load.
that
And
before before we head out for the night, I do wanna make a shout out to get again to Odin's Mecha Parts and Hobby.
yeah,
Like, I I I highly recommend them to our viewers, and um, hopefully we can try and get them to sponsor. Hopefully, get them to sponsor the show, be a sponsor for the show too.
yeah,
Um,
we could do that. We could work that.
but yeah, again, like I said, Odin's Mecha Parts and Hobbies. I
Awesome.
just made my first purchase with them, and I highly recommend that for anybody who's doing kit bashes or needs replacement parts. They'll work with you. I mean, they've got already an assortment of kits out, but if you need parts from a kit that you don't see, just hit them up either on their website or through Facebook Messenger, and they'll work to find whatever parts you need from whatever kits they may have that aren't shown on their websites.
Sweet. Awesome. My brain is over here turning on all these ideas I have for this base right now. I'm gonna have to pull out the whiteboard and write this other one down. As you're going through and telling me about this, it's making me go, yeah, I need parts. Yep. So yeah, Odin's Mecha Parts. That's I have been seeing them a lot, and that's great that you totally were able to give us a review on that tonight. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, Mike Watson. Thank you for your input on things like Mecha Parts and where to find them. And we're always excited to have all of our team members join in and interact with us. So that's been a great Friday night KitBash. I'm gonna leave us with the showrunner.
Friday Night KitBash. Friday night.